Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Jade Empire. So my voice is a bit rough, but it's not terrible. So I'm going to press on while I've got time to do recording and head into the Imperial City. I don't particularly want to take Black Whirlwind. I think the best attitude out of these guys just now is Sagacious Zoo. So I'm going to take him. Feel a bit sad that I missed this one. I don't know if he was the guy I just ignored in there, that cave.
Let's keep things simple. If someone gets in our way, remove them.
Yeah, let's stick with Zoo, at least for now. See, my voice broke a little bit there.
What a wondrous flyer you have. You don't see any of that design about the city. Since they became more common among the nobles, flyers have been fascinating to me. Allow me to officially welcome you to the Imperial City. I am Bai, the Outcrier, and I am here to direct you around our illustrious capital if you have any questions at all. It would be an honor to say that I aided someone who was greeted by Princess Sun Lian herself.
I think this music track is quite loud. Tell me more about the layout of the city, please.
There are several districts within easy walking distance. This area is the market district, and it is filled with all sorts of merchants and traffic. If you cross the waterway and turn left, you will soon come to the Gate of the Golden Way, a rich and luxurious place. The Golden Way is connected to both the Scholar's Garden at its far end and the necropolis, though no one would venture into those burial grounds without good reason.
Ah, the Scholar's Garden. I think that's where we're going. Have any more information about the immediate area?
Just over there is the Imperial Arena, where you can test your skills in the finest competition in the land, or grab a drink at the heart of the Empire Tavern within. Out by the waterway you can find the city gates and all manner of merchants hawking their wares. There's also a path off the market district that leads up to the Black Leopard School, home to an ancient order that studies the ways of combat.
Okay, so there's a lot to deal with here. More than Intien's Landing already by the sounds of that. Just in the market district. So, just to go back to the gem that Silk Fox gives us, it's quite meh as a power gem for us. However, the fact it took weeks to create is quite a gift from her, and it has some personal meaning, even if not to her, to the people that gave it to her. And so I do kind of want to... No, I'm inclined to trust her. It is a show of goodwill from her. And although I'm sure she's got plenty more gems, she didn't have to do that at all. So yeah, it does soften my outlook a little bit. Tell me more about the places off of the Golden Way.
The Scholar's Garden is a wonder to behold. It is decorated with rocks taken from the Valley of Sprightly Stones. The finest minds in the Empire congregate in the garden. If you have a taste for history, the necropolis is accessible from the Golden Way as well. A city of the dead, the necropolis is filled with tombs of rich and poor alike.
Maybe Dawnstar could get some comfort there. Do you know much of the Lotus Assassins? Where could I find them?
If you were wise, you would not look for the Lotus Assassins. They keep their secrets close, and even spreading rumors can catch their attention.
Yeah, look, I'm the one that brought it up. I'm the one taking the risk here.
I'm a fool for even starting this conversation, but I will give you some guidance. There are rumors of a secret entrance into a fortress the Lotus Assassins call their own. The entrance may be in the necropolis, which is off the Golden Way. If you're smart, you'll go no closer to that place than this question.
Yeah, interesting. Maybe I should take Dawnstar. Alright, well thank you. That's what I wanted to know about the city for now.
Was there something else you wanted to discuss?
I think this is probably a little bit too giving the game away. But we'll go with it for now. Would you help me be able to look for someone?
I know many people in the city, but it is impossible to know everyone. Who do you seek?
Oh yeah, this is giving the game away to some guy I've only just met. But I'm searching for a man called Master Lee.
I'm sorry, I can't say I know anyone by that name. Maybe you can look up at the Black Leopard School, across the waterway and up the grassy path.
How about Sun Li the Glorious Strategist?
That is not funny. We do not discuss that man. The Emperor's brothers are a very sensitive subject, and I won't discuss this further. I know you're new to the Imperial City, but the Lotus Assassins are everywhere. They do not tolerate treason or sedition, and casual questions can be viewed as such.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Okay, I'm done.
A pleasure to be of service. Enjoy your stay here.
Just going to turn that music down a little bit. I don't know why. Definitely, maybe I'm being paranoid, but it definitely sounds louder than the others. It could be that I have my volume higher, but it was not far off his speaking volume. No, it's chugging away there. A lot, actually. Why is it chugging so much? I think we might have found out why. This is way bigger than Tien's Landing.
I hope my daughter will grow to be as beautiful as the princess, though perhaps less unruly.
Interesting.
Be on the lookout for the Scourge of the South. It is your duty as citizens of the Empire to report anyone who matches this description. Keep an eye out for a young woman wearing blue and gold robes. Reports suggest that she may be a demon spirit able to change her form at will. Do not try to apprehend the Scourge of the South, but instead report what you've seen to the authorities immediately.
So, they have a name for you now. At least they didn't get your appearance right. Maybe we should find out exactly what they know.
Maybe I should change robes. Just saying, that would be quite an easy way to evade them.
Onu yu wir napayir wok onu yu sayir ikupan.
My friend says he saw a ghost when he went travelling with his uncle. He's so lucky.
The Scourge of the South has destroyed whole villages in the south. Many innocents have suffered at the hands of the Scourge.
I quite like it, actually, the Scourge of the South.
Out of sheer spite, the Scourge flooded ancient ruins, wantonly destroying our very own heritage.
No, that's not really true, is it? However, I thought we could talk to her and get some more information, but we cannot.
Greetings, citizen. Imperial Captain Sen at your service. Are you one of the mercenaries come to help me track down some criminal scum?
I didn't mean to interrupt him, but I might be for the right price.
If you are who I'm waiting for, you have some explaining to do. Admittedly, you don't resemble the ones described to me, but they're several days late. No doubt they'll blame it on the foolish ghost stories.
If I could dress up like a guard, that would change my robes, wouldn't it? Well, these mercenaries have just forfeited their job to me.
I need help tracking down a pair of criminals. Are you interested in a little well-paying work?
Yep, I'm interested. Tell me what you need to be done.
These two scoundrels have eluded my best efforts, so I'm turning to bounty hunters. It's harder to run when your pursuers are not in a uniform.
While the silver's appealing, do we really have time to waste on this?
I'm searching for an arsonist and a notorious confidence man. Find and eliminate either one, and there's a standard bounty in it for you.
Frustratingly, I kind of only wanted it for the uniform. But you've got a deal if I find them anyway.
A wise decision. The two criminals are Fading Moon and Creative Yukong. Fading Moon is an arsonist who was last spotted heading for the necropolis. Creative Yukong has virtually disappeared, though we may be able to learn something from Lady Rento, the wife of the man Yukong bilked. She's in the Imperial arena.
Okay, so we've got another quest leading to the arena and another one to the necropolis. Let's hear more about Fading Moon.
Fading Moon is an arsonist. Her first fires were in the poor quarters, but her last one spread to the Market District Gate. Last we heard, she had escaped to the necropolis.
Could I see the scene of the crime?
The gates between here and the poorer districts will be closed for some time while repairs are underway. There's nothing particular about the scene of the crime, just ash.
Maybe she would be good at helping with the dragonfly. Let's hear the details about Creative Yukong.
Yukong fleeced some silver from Lord Rento, a powerful man in the Ministry of Harmony. Yukong is a master of disguise, and he has hidden himself somewhere in the city. Lord Rento is away on court business, but his wife informed me that she'd be in the heart of the Empire in the Imperial Arena if we needed her. You could start there.
Hey, what could you tell me is a funny question, because I should go and ask her that. That's enough about the bounties.
What else can I help you with?
Do you have any information on the Scourge of the South, hunted by the Assassins?
I know little more than what the Honorable Lotus Assassin presented. Some treasonous southerner has been undermining the Ministry of Harmony and causing countless deaths.
Is there a bounty on this Scourge of the South?
Not as such. The Lotus Assassins want to deal with this traitor personally. I don't envy anyone who has attracted that kind of attention.
Yeah, it sounds to me as if those... It sounds to me as if the Assassins are worried.
The Lotus Assassins are never worried. Their control, their protection, I should say, of the Empire is absolute. What could threaten them?
I just wonder if you're being told the whole story. I mean, could this criminal be justified in their actions?
There is no such thing. If the Lotus Assassins have identified a treasonous criminal, you can be assured that person is guilty of something, or will be soon.
Yeah, because they'll make up false charges. Right, I think that's enough about the Scourge of the South.
A good name, is it not? Drives fear into the commoners. Yes, that miscreant will be turned in soon enough. And pity the scourge that shows up in my city.
Oh, I do pity the Scourge. What can you tell me about the city?
This is the Market District. If you cross this bridge, you'll reach the Golden Way, the Scholar's Garden, and the Necropolis. The Black Leopard School is up the hill on the far side of the waterway, and the Imperial Arena is here in the Market District.
I think we already know all this, to be honest, but tell me the specifics again.
Of course not. I'm on duty here. Find Bai the Outcrier near the arena. He's paid well to answer those kinds of questions.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, thank you. All right, I should go.
Right you are. Remember to keep an eye out for anyone suspicious.
Well, if I go back to my flyer, there are a lot of suspicious people there.
Have you heard about this Scourge of the South? Sounds like the Lotus Assassins are on edge.
Ah, can I really go back to Tien's Landing? I had no idea you could do that. Imperial City gates, fair enough.
The Scourge associates with nefarious fox spirits.
I am not comfortable here. So many people without a clue of the danger that may be coming.
It is true, but I hate nefarious fox spirits. That's what you're not telling everyone.
The Jade Empire would be in ruins if it wasn't for Emperor Sun Hai.
Onu yu wir napayir wok onu yu sayir ikuban.
Some of the finest items you'll ever find can be bought right here in the city.
If there are ghosts, why haven't I seen one? All this talk about spirits is just nonsense.
To the Golden Way, well, that's where we're going to meet the princess. That would be her then. She does look better as a princess than as whatever she was before, a silk
My
fox.
brother teases me about ghosts all the time, but I don't think there are any.
I'm not worried about ghosts. If there are any, the Emperor will deal with them quick enough.
Good day, citizen. Some minor thing I can help you with?
Why are you only going to help me with minor things?
It's the Honorable Lotus Assassins, you see. They feel that those of us dedicated to the Imperial Army are nothing more than louts to be ordered about. Any member of the army, even city guard, is expected to defer any major disturbances to them. Makes me about as useful as a lamppost.
Oh. Can you tell me something about this area of the city?
This district? Well, it's called the Golden Way for a variety of reasons. Certainly one of the richer areas of the city, and one of the best looking as well. This district is a major thoroughfare, with the Scholar's Garden at one end and the Market District at the other. There's also the Necropolis, but most people avoid that place. Who wants to spend time with the dead?
Anyone who opposes me? Alright, goodbye.
Be about your business and stay out of trouble. Pleasure to be of service.
And it looked like I could interact with that little jar. Yes, I can. I can smash it right in front of him. Beggar song. No, I don't think we want to give any money to beggars right now.
I greet you, my lady. I wonder if you might have some silver to spare.
But your clothes are expensive and you speak like a noble.
I come from a very wealthy family. As such, I have a certain lifestyle to maintain. Parties, female admirers, lots of wine. You understand.
Well, at least you're honest, I guess. But no, that's pathetic. I don't understand a little bit.
I have to have an income, don't I? My father looked at my considerable expenses and told me to get my own silver.
Yeah, so did you ever consider getting a job?
Ah, but I am a noble. The shame of manual labor or the stink of trade must not be allowed to touch me.
What? Are you kidding me? You're pathetic.
Not at all. Very simply, you have it, I want it. I am behaving in a very rational, civilized manner by politely asking. I read all the greatest philosophers and consulted with wise men before reaching this decision. I assure you the philosophical underpinnings are quite sound. Wisdom is only gained by experience, wine, women, and song, as it were. But a life of revel with no reflection still does not lead to true wisdom. One must ponder, one must daydream. Even if I could bear the shame of sullying my hands with work, when would I think? How could I grow wise?
So it's basically a cross between Desard and Benefits Grounger. So you're begging in order to pay for drunken debauchery, all in service of becoming truly wise?
Well, it loses some of the subtlety when you put it that way. But yes.
No. I must go.
If you feel more generous later, I will be here.
And he could actually try and earn some money as a wise man or a philosopher. Even if he'd be cheaper than a truly wise man or an experienced philosopher.
Those Lotus Assassins make me nervous.
Your parentage is below average, and your ancestry is of questionable worth. You dress yourself in the manner of a common laborer. Nobody's paying any attention.
Keep trying, just as I instructed.
Your physique seems exceptional. Clearly you are a peasant. A noble could afford sloth.
I kind of want to just kick his head in, but why are you trying to insult me?
Your breath is like the wind of an ox. Your last meal was of suspect quality.
This kind of reminds me of the insult sword fighting in Monkey Island. Justify yourself or I will take offense.
Your beliefs are superficial, and your culture is substandard.
That's it. I'm going to put an end to your pointless heckling.
Hold! You must forgive my servant. He was acting for me. I asked him to find someone not distracted by mere insults, someone who would command respect. I must say, your refusal to stand for it was admirable. I think you are exactly what we need.
Explain yourself, fat man.
An Outlander strolled into the city several days ago and now sits like a cormorant taking what he wants from the river of our hospitality. He balks at our attempts to calm him and answers requests for payment with strange coins of questionable value. He needs to go.
Okay, so I don't really understand why. I mean, this city hosts many visitors. What makes him so different?
The Outlander is not a dignitary or traveling merchant. He is a parody of civilized behavior. He spews insults at the Emperor himself. So far, he has escaped the notice of any higher officials. Perhaps he was mistaken for an actor in a troupe, but that will not last. If he is reported, the Lotus Assassins will take notice. They'll want to know if he was harbored or his offense was encouraged. Guilt by association is enough for them.
This guy sounds awesome. As someone who will openly insult the Emperor in the middle of a city, he sounds like just my kind of guy. Perhaps I can go find this Outlander.
That's what's so infuriating. He doesn't respond to reason. He proposes challenges we don't understand, and then declares himself the winner. Several of our brightest have faced him, but as soon as they get the better of him, he sets off his strange firework and says they are beaten. Normally, the peasants like it when we intellectuals are maligned, but they tire of his presence too. Getting rid of this nuisance will endear you to many.
Well, I am intrigued. Yeah, I'll teach him not to mock our culture.
I hope your ability matches your conviction. Several others have fallen short, despite their outrage at his antics. He is in the Scholar's Garden, and no amount of opposition has moved him. Please, I hope you will prove to be a worthy opponent.
Well, that's alright, because I'm going there anyway.
I'm not worried about ghosts. If there are any, the Emperor will deal with them quick enough.
Ah, so this is a bit about our culture. Okay. It's hard to click on things. Hostile. Presumably I can get my HP back here.
Lost, citizen?
Yeah, what can you tell me about this area of the city?
This district? Well, this...
Okay, it's the same as the other guy. Could go in the hostel. Enlightened stage. This stand is covered with books, paper and some other elements related to a play of some sort. Oh, so perhaps you can put on a play here. At some point. The Scholar's Garden. Okay, that's where we need to go then. I actually think this has been about 20 minutes, I think, this recording so far. Let's clear the hostel out. Oh, this hostel study door cannot be opened. I can't read to save my life today. The sturdy hostel door cannot be opened at this time.
I didn't expect you in your strange training to make it to the Imperial City. You are proving to be a very interesting person. I should have seen it coming. I suspect that we share a similar strength.
Her S's are very harsh. I might even put an... No, I'm going to do that next video, actually. I'll make an announcement and then I'll do it next video. Never mind. So what do I call you? Silk Fox or Princess Sun Lian?
As the Heavenly Lily, I am above suspicion, but I am restrained by fawning servants. Silk Fox can go anywhere, and people are not shy about their reactions. There is a thrill, of course. And it allows me to find information useful to us both. Death's Hand brought your master Li to the palace a few days ago. I saw the flyer. He was bound in chains. He must be powerful, or you are. There was something familiar about him as well.
I'm not going to tell her that. I'm not going to tell her that he's her uncle. Although, equally, the baddies know. But I like having this information over her, so it's all your father can do to restrain him.
I told you back in Tien's Landing that the Emperor, my father, is not an evil man. Death's Hand has corrupted our court, and you will help me prove it.
Okay, you have to get me into the palace then.
I could take you to the palace right now, but it would do no good. Death's Hand controls what my father hears. He must be discredited for you to succeed.
That's going to be pretty bloody difficult. I must get into the palace. What do I need to do?
Death's Hand has almost total control over my father. We must find conclusive evidence of his crimes and reveal his corruption. And I know how. Construction on the wall has stopped for the first time in generations. The workers now toil in factories building powerful creatures of stone and clay called golems. Death's Hand could use these automatons to seize the Empire, and my father is oblivious. We must infiltrate the Lotus Assassins and find evidence of this treachery.
That's not evidence though, that's just an assumption. And what's this wall you were talking about?
The wall was started by the first emperor, Sagacious Tien, as protection against the Horse Lords. The Empire has long since grown past its boundaries. It is now more a spiritual monument instead of a physical barrier. Every emperor has added to it. It is a legacy that has lasted millennia.
Just to keep out those goddamn Mongolians. So who does the work on the wall then?
Prisoners of the Empire. Hard labor reforms them, and contributing to a legacy gives them purpose. Many respected citizens once worked on the wall.
I wonder if Sky worked on the wall. Mind you, I think he's too good to have got caught. I reckon Kang might be interested in this wall. Right, a golem factory like he described can't be small. What if we just identified it?
My father may have approved the factory without considering what it could be used for. If we just tell him my suspicions, he will dismiss them.
Yeah, good.
We need proof of Death's Hand's intent from the seat of his power, the Lotus Assassin Fortress. It would be impossible to assault, so just walk in. They are recruiting.
But that's ridiculous. I'm the Scourge of the South. You want me to just ask to join?
Have any Lotus Assassins who saw your face lived to report back? I doubt it. They will not recognize you as the person who fought them in Tien's Landing. They have a vague description full of guesswork that has guards holding people at random. Besides, they expect an attack, not someone trying to catch their eye. I would wager that you may profit from their tasks too. Can you see the beauty in using their own methods of recruitment to fight them? I think they deserve it.
And how could this actually be done?
There are guilds within the Lotus Assassins. Executioners look for fearsome warriors. Inquisitors are more subversive, and they look for cunning in their agents. If you prove yourself in the arena, they will notice you. My people can spread rumors of your interest. The Executioner will take a real interest when you finish the silver round. Or if you prefer, the Inquisitor recruiter is also seeking new people. He might be open to persuasion.
Why do you know so much about the Lotus Assassins?
Death's Hand rules over the Lotus Assassins, so I take special interest in their activities. I've had most of my life to ask questions. You suspect my motives? You have no reason to doubt me. If I wanted the Lotus Assassins to find you, I could simply tell them your name.
Yeah, but I could tell them your name as well. That's quite an empty threat. However, I'll go see what I can learn in the Imperial Arena.
Yes, I will have my people spread rumors of your interest. Once you pass the silver round, the executioner will take an interest. I'm sure he will find you as impressive as I do. Or, if you prefer, court the Inquisitor. Ask Scholar Dongao in the Scholar's Garden about him. I hear Dongao is closer to the Assassins than he should be. Unless you want me with you, I will wait at your flying machine. You travel with such interesting peasants. I'm sure I'll be entertained for hours.
Oh, great, that's just what we need. I'm not really sure why we'd need her to spread rumours about us getting to the silver round in the arena. I mean, if we've got to get to the silver round in the arena, presumably that is its worth on its own. What do I need you spreading rumours for? Ah, can I really take her with me? That's interesting. And I don't really... I kind of quite like my motley crew. I don't want this woman being a massive bitch to them all. So yeah, you're going to come with me so I can keep an eye on you, and Zoo can go back to the flyer.
A wise preference. No offense intended to your amusing companions.
Did you just manipulate me? I think she tricked me. I think she wanted that reaction from me. You are a master manipulator, woman. She totally just manipulated me, didn't she? Ah, I'm furious with myself now. Absolutely furious with myself. Can't believe I got tricked so easily. I didn't mean to do that.
Well, look who we have here. There's no princess to save you this time.
Do you think we'd forget? You can't humiliate us and just walk away.
Don't look at me. I can't do anything right now. Not like this.
We'll teach you to insult a guard of the Imperial City.
Ah, that's good, so I can test out my Master Strike. Oops, wrong one.
Legendary strike.
Or maybe not. It feels like it has more range than Wolverine. Yeah, I reckon it does. That said, I'm still getting Braid.
Long sword.
Yeah, that was far more effective. And now, what was I looking for? Anything to open. Aha. Right. I think this is a better place to call an end to the LP. So I think that is what I'm going to do. Thank you for watching, and come back for the next episode of Jade Empire. Music and the arts. Music and the other arts are vital parts of life in the Jade Empire. As with any truly civilized people, even the common man can enjoy the benefits of music in his daily life. Only the music of the Jade Empire itself truly satiates this primal urge. The lesser, more savage peoples that surround us know nothing of true culture, and their primitive beatings and wailing cannot touch the soul as truly as have the masterpieces of the Water Swallow or the heart-wrenching tragedy of Falling Star. For this reason, if not others, it is our duty as a cultured people to bring civilization and joy of the arts to those less advanced and less gifted societies.